I never thought like that I'd get the opportunity again to, you know, play in a final. For me, like just seeing what we've gone through, all the ups and downs, it's been a roller coaster, but to top it off with the grand final win, finally, it was probably one of the best days of my life.
No, it's a great feeling. I love knowing that I've got this around my neck with the rest of my teammates. Like, it means a lot for the club and to everyone that was involved.
A whole lot of emotions when the whistle blew. I just dropped to the floor and was just so happy that it finally happened, and to do it with such an amazing group of people.
In the club rooms, there is a photo of that championship winning team. And, you know, to do it for them as well, because like they've been supporting us, watching our games. It would be nice to have our photo up in there, side by side with this one, just to see how far we've come in such a long period of time and, you know, how long it took. Like throughout pre-season, you know, things were looking really positive, and then the season starts. We get one good win, round one.
The penalty spot, and there's the goal to make it 2. Musto's ball in.
Everyone was really happy, and then just gradually just the results weren't going our way. We were losing to bottom tables, we're sitting third on the ladder.
Kopolis, who fires it in and finds the back of the net, the central defender.
Halfway through the year, obviously we're close to relegation, and everyone's like, oh my God.
I honestly didn't know how bad it was until we had a meeting. I think it was like a Wednesday night before we were playing Brunswick. We just lost 3-0 to Box Hill.
Little swung in, opening their post. It's in a bit of a scramble. Can we get a third here? Bell controls. And it is Box Hill 3, Heidelberg 0.
A lot of girls were really upset, so we all kind of sat in a room and kind of expressed how we were all feeling. And then obviously a decision was made after that, and Sven thankfully took charge and helped us out a lot.
Steph and I have known each other for a very long time. We both are massively passionate about Heidelberg United and the girls and women's program.
He's just a big, giant teddy bear.
He's such a funny guy, and he's so real.
Yeah, I think the team was put together by the previous coach, and he worked really hard.
Both coaches were great, in my opinion. Like, I think the desire from everyone really changed. Having Sarah and Alana join the team really lifted the intensity of the playing group.
I do remember finding out about Alana getting signed at Heidelberg, and then I just remember rocking up to training, and I walked into Helen's office to say hello to her, and she was sitting there with Alana and her manager Dean, and I was like, oh shit, this is happening.
I wanted to, you know, make a change in my game and really, you know, evolve as a footballer, and I think to do that you have to go out of your comfort zone. So I decided to make a jump that, you know, could have worked, could not have worked, and in the end it was the best possible outcome.
Yeah, it was really special to see her, and I just remember, I think she was the only girl when I was coaching, so they were all younger boys, and she would literally run rings around them, and I'm like, this girl's going to be something special. She's going to be playing A-League for sure. I actually thought it was going to be hard for us to get out of the bottom 3. You know, I thought we were going to be fighting relegation.
Round 7, we played Brunswick.
Good evening. Great pleasure to be here. An important fixture in the Women's Premier League between 9th place Heidelberg looking to win to stay in touch with the upper echelon of the competition, and Brunswick Juventus.
We got goals early, which calmed everyone down.
Picks out Rabin on the left, kills a nice little ball. A header over the top of the goalkeeper, who thought about attacking it.
They were saying it was the highest watched game on NPL TV at that time, because everyone wanted to see, maybe in a strange way, I don't know, lambs to the slaughter. We were going to get smashed. I think with 15, 20 minutes to go, I remember turning to Dennis and saying, you know what, this is pretty amazing. These girls are starting to have some real fun out there. And we sort of just harnessed that, and they did well. 4-0 win, good way to start.
4-0 Heidelberg, and Sarah O'Donoghue has a brace.
Yeah, we just went on a winning streak, and I was like, oh, you know, we're actually a decent team. We're playing good football.
Personally, the bullying game was the biggest one for me. I think being able to beat a team that's so well put together and had so many strong players and be able to come out of that, having such a good game was huge for me, and then definitely that South Melbourne game.
Alana Jancevski.
Sarah O'Donoghue, me and her, we used to live together, so we'd drive to game day. So we just beat South Melbourne, and that was a big turning point in our season. And I think we just climbed to 4th. And like, she sort of said to me, like, we can actually do this, like, we can actually win. And that's when I sort of started believing, like, I actually was getting goosebumps in the car talking about it with her.
That was a game I think we needed to win to sell the dream to the players as much to Dennis and I to believe that, you know, the players could do it, we could do it.
Able to take it to the team that's, you know, been on top and such a hard team to beat, especially at their ground, and we just fought so hard in that game, big tackles and big goals. And
Heidelberg have turned this game on its head.
Yeah, it was such a, I think in my head I was like, okay, like something special is going to happen here.
So I think we were excited and nervous, but we were looking at it as if, you know, we finished fourth. We kind of had the underdog mentality.
Going in knowing that we were the underdogs was obviously very difficult, but we also knew that we're playing the minor premiers. Like, we need to bring it.
We were very nervous, but I think we knew we could win.
Yeah, we went out to that game where it was like, we have nothing to lose. The atmosphere was absolutely amazing. Like, just seeing the Heidelberg, all the yellow and black in the crowd full of Bulleen fans, like, it was home away from home, honestly.
It's the second preliminary final on Saturday afternoon at the Veneto Club as Bulleen Lions welcome Heidelberg United in a show-off for a spot at the big dance against Preston Lions next Saturday afternoon.
We set up the team, played Keely at right back. We're after them.
Really dangerous position. Galea is onside. Steph Galea! Heidelberg have the lead. So Donahue who goes towards it, and it beats Aaron Hudson. Heidelberg have two. It's the captain with the sealer.
But I just remember when that final whistle went, just want to fall to the ground. Like, my legs just felt like jelly. I was like, we've actually done this.
Just to beat Bulleen, that was one thing. And then to do it at their own ground, that was like, yeah, that was insane.
I think knowing that we won that game, we thought we were worthy because Bulleen was such a great team and such a great club and so well coached by Caitlin. So, yeah, it sort of franked our belief in ourselves and what we were doing and bring on the next Saturday.
It was actually a really exciting week. Obviously there was a lot of stuff happening throughout the week, lots of social media excitement, a lot of filming and stuff like that. So that buzz lasted all week.
Well, it was interesting because the week prior, as you very well know, the Monday night, we had team photos and that was just hilarity and great fun and joy. And we only trained for 15 minutes and that 15 minutes, it was like having 17 Rolls Royces out on the paddock. They were unbelievable. Thursday, we really spoke about you've got to fight for that inch in front of your face. That inch is the difference between winning and losing, and the ones all around you, they're not going to let you down if we're all working hard to fight for that inch.
I think we went in feeling confident. We hadn't lost to them yet, so you know we had something to be pumped up for, and the day of was quite nerve-wracking.
Hello and welcome to the home of Matildas in Melbourne's North for today's 2024 NPL Victoria Grand Final doubleheader.
We knew we were the underdogs again.
Before the game, I think it was just really special. We came into the dressing room and, you know, the way the changing room was set up and how excited everyone was. As we went to go warm up, I think that's when the nerves probably kicked in the most because, you know, we walked out and there was just, you know, a lot of our supporters had already arrived and lots of hugs and good lucks. And
I just saw yellow and black everywhere and I thought, this is it, this is ours. I promised the girls we were going to win it in normal time and I never had a doubt.
And we are underway for the 2024 NPL Victoria Grand Final. Some options through the middle and then Lockhart, really nicely done from Keely Lockhart, still continuing, and there is the first big call of the afternoon. Keely Lockhart had persistence, winning her side a penalty.
Yeah, I think growing up, my mum's always said, I don't know how you have the nerves to take on penalties. Yeah, and from a young age, I've just had the confidence to, you know, put that shot on the line and knowing that, yeah, I'm able to do so. And even if I miss that, you know, everyone's allowed to make mistakes. And I think that helps alleviate the pressure when I do step up.
Slots it in! And Heidelberg get the first box in the game. Nicely done by Alana Jancevski. They also went the right way.
To be able to get it done and get a goal in a grand final is obviously a big dream. And yeah, it wasn't the deciding goal and we had a lot of work to do the rest of the game. But yeah, it definitely meant a lot to me.
Ryan Johnson works out, Fonson can, tees up, Susan Fonson can! What a strike! Trailing behind, still Haley Johnson, really nicely done, Johnson! Just like that, it's turned around, Preston leading. Been a player down off the ball, not quite sure what happened exactly. That's a yellow card from Mia Bailey.
One of the moments when like the emotions get the better of you, I guess. I was so passionate and I believe that we could do so much better.
It is Preston Lions at the moment who hold a 2-1 advantage over Heidelberg United.
There's so many thoughts. Like, you get in that position, you're one-on-one with the keeper, and it's just like, do or die, really. Like, it's grand final, biggest moment of my life so far.
Really upped the level of play. The Hoppless through to Lockhart. She can get it. Keely Lockhart! And there is the equaliser!
It just all went blank for a second. I was like, deep breath, I need to be composed. Just knew I had to just slot it, so.
And then once we scored that equaliser, I'm like, you know what, we've got a good chance to, you know, get them in extra time.
Cleared out, but only as far as Barrero, who just takes a strike. Barrero! And what a save! Jancevski, can she put her horse under pressure? This one doesn't get past the near post, but slips to the back. Still moving around, put it in! And there it is! I believe it's Marmy Ambo, who may have just scored the winner for Heidelberg.
Honestly, there's no greater feeling than doing it with a team, but not only that, doing it with like a team that you love.
Yeah, really special to me and I'll always hold that close to my heart for sure.
It means everything. Like, you want to be the champion of the highest league in Victoria. I knew when I was growing up, I wanted to play NPL. Like, it's just something you want to do, and obviously with NPL, you want to be a champion, you want to win.
You know, to score on the last kick of the game and just a day I'm never ever going to forget, and I don't think there will be a grand final that comes close.
Personally, not much really, in a strange way, because personally, I would say Galea. And probably the 11, 12, 13-year-olds at the club. You can do anything. Doesn't matter where you play. Get good people around you, work hard, stick to the plan, and that can happen.